Hey guys, this is Pokemon Volt White 2, video number 65. Yep. So we're here in Appaloosa City, because in the last video we went and battled In, and In was like, dude, go to Dragonspiral Tower, man. So that's where we're going, to Dragonspiral Tower. He gave us the Light Stone, in which like Reshiram is encased or whatever, and he was like, dude, go to Dragonspiral Tower, and you can like activate the Light Stone and junk. So that's what we're doing. We're going to Dragonspiral Tower so we can activate the Light Stone and junk. But to get to Dragonspiral Tower, we have to go through a bridge, and we're going to talk to all the people along the way. And then we have to go through a route, and then we have to go through a moor. So we're going to go through that bridge and that route in that moor all in this video. And you guys are like, wow, that's a lot. Well, look, the video's like 25 minutes long, okay? So, you know, hey. Anyway, I'm going to use this opportunity here while we are, you know, just kind of making our way down the bridge to read the comments that were left on the last video. In regards to my, in response to my question of the day. And my question of the day in that video was, who is your favorite evil team leader? That's like Giovanni, Cyrus, Getzes, whoever. So, yeah, I'm just going to start here at the bottom, work my way up. So, Ben Clev 93 says Cyrus. Patty Uzumaki says Cyrus as well. Blade Storm says Archie, because Kyogre, he's my favorite rare Pokemon. Mr. 155551 says no one can deny the awesomeness that is Getsis. Shrain Roy likes Giovanni because he created Mewtwo. Superior 33 says Giovanni or Cyrus. This guy just gave us the energy powder. Samurott 36 likes Getsis. iProcuri likes Giovanni. Who doesn't like a classic leader, right? Diego Wall Ravens says In, and he's mysterious. I like In as well. Let's see. I am Ogliver likes Maxi, doesn't know why. And here we are on Route 8, I believe this is. And this person here gives you rocks. So we got a Heat Rock. And that was it. I get a lot of people asking me when I'm going to evolve Electabuzz into Electivire, and to be honest, I'm not sure if I am. Like I thought, like I had originally planned on doing it after I finished with the Elite Four, but now I don't know if I am, because I take so much advantage of that speed that Electabuzz has, and I know as soon as I evolve him, that speed is gone. So, oh, there's a Pearl. Well, what do you know? A Poil! So, if you guys get that reference that I just said right there, you win, okay? You win, like, you win. That's all I'm gonna say. But, anyway, we have this person to battle, and she has 3 cast forms, which is always fun. So I'll send out Nessie, Bonscott, and Kimona. Bonscott's up at the front, which works out because it's raining, so they're all going to turn into water types. So Bonscott will be like Thunder Punch, and it'll be super effective, and the cast form will faint. Yeah, just like that, see? I told you. I told you. So, guys, question of the day. Ha 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 ha. I just came up with it. Question of the day. So, you know how, you know, ooh, it can rain, or ooh, the sun is really bright, or ooh, there's a sandstorm, or oh, it's hailing. So of all those different like weather events, what is your favorite? Like what is your favorite? That's my question for you. My favorite, so like, you know, you can have like ooh, really bright sunlight, it can rain, it can hail, it can sandstorm. That's all I can think of right now. My favorite would probably have to be my favorite would probably have to be the rain. And the reason I say that is because when it's like raining, like rain dance, when it's raining, And the reason I say that is because that can really go either way. Because typically it's water-type Pokemon who take advantage of that. But something else that raining does is makes thunder 100% like accuracy, which is awesome. So I mean, if you've got like a water team who, you know, and it's raining, you send an electric type with thunder, oh, you're gonna own. But you know, if you have a water type yourself, you know, hey, you're gonna do good as well, as long as the person you're battling doesn't have thunder. The other thing about raining is that it weakens fire type moves, so that's pretty cool. Like if you have a grass type and it's raining, that can come in handy for you as well. Or a bug type, or steel, or whatever else fire is strong against. So yeah, that's probably my favorite like weather thing is the rain. But you guys put in the comment which ones you like and why you like them. You know, do you guys like, ooh, I like, to use a hail team or a sandstorm team or a sun team, you know? Whatever you guys like, you know, just go for it and put it in there. And I'll talk about your answers in the next video. So yeah. So now we're battling this Parasol Lady, Tyra. And what does she have? She has a Castform, a Roserade, and a Ludicolo. Oh, Ludicolo. Ludicolo just confuses the hell out of me. I don't know why. I mean, I like Ludicolo. Ludicolo's, you know, fun and all. His, like, dish up there catches the rain. Castform, ooh. So what I need to do here is get rid of Roserade. Only my Roserade is called Janicean. You need to get rid of Roserade so that Roserade doesn't try and be like, oh, I'm gonna be like Pedal Dance on Nessie. I guess that's not really an issue here. Bonscott's gonna use Thunderbolt on Ludicolo, which is just neutral because of Ludicolo's dual typing. Grass and water. And Bonscott is at level 76, and Kimona and Nessie are growing levels and junk. There's a Thunder right there. That didn't do much at all to Nessie. I mean, I know it's neutral, but I still would have thought I still would have thought it would have done more. That's what I was trying to say there. Had a little bit of issues talking. Okay, guys? Don't worry about it. Alright, it's okay. Don't worry about it. No, let's see. Let's see if there's anything new in the news here. Anything new in the world of Pokemon. Since I uploaded the last video, what's happened? The Miami Heat won the NBA championship. Much to my chagrin. The Blackhawks won the hockey Stanley Cup. So that happened. I'm not really a hockey person myself, but you know, I kind of keep up with, you know, who's playing and who's in the playoffs and stuff like that. So yeah, let's see. Doesn't look like anything new, really. Any big announcements or anything as far as the new Pokemon games go. U.S. National Championships. Yeah, it didn't look like anything too big going on, like I said, in the way of news. New Pokemon news. Alright, so we did a little healing there of the Pokemons, and now we'll fight this here Fisherman. And I think Bonscott is still up front. Oh, But of course, he has to have Wish Cash. Oh no, Nessie's up front, so this will actually kind of work out. It started to rain, so Nessie will be like Surf. That'll probably just be neutral there. Yeah, neutral. Hydro Pump. That won't be very effective. Oh wow. I actually thought it would do more given the rain. But you gotta also take into account that Nessie being a water and a dragon type is like 4x resistant to that, so there's that as well. Next up is Gyarados. I'll bring back Nessie and send in Bonscott. Now here, if Bonscott was an Electivire, Gyarados here would outspeed Bonscott. I mean, I could just tell you that right now. Gyarados will outspeed Electivire, but Electabuzz will outspeed Gyarados, which is why I'm not evolving him. At least I don't plan on evolving him. I mean, and be honest, or I'll be honest, that's the only reason I'm not evolving Bonscott, because he will lose his speed. And he already has really good stats. I'm trying to justify this to myself not evolving him. He has really good stats. Yeah, I know Electivire has higher attack, higher defense, all that stuff. Oh, but that speed, man. That's that speed. I love that speed that Bonscott has right now. And that speed with his attack, which is still pretty good. I mean, that's a good combination. It's like Spike. You guys remember Spike from Storm Silver? He could outspeed anything. And then, ooh, Thunderbolt. Bam! You're dead. Yeah, I mean, that was Spike for you, in a nutshell. I will outspeed you and zap you. All before you can say, hey, Jack. And if you get that reference, you win too. You don't win as big as if you get the other, like, Pearl reference, but that's kind of a win-ish, kind of. I don't know. Anyway, we just found that item. I was talking about winning and stuff, so I didn't get to see what it was. But it was definitely something. So let's see. Let's do a little bit of saving my game. And I'll tell you why I'm saving my game right here. It's not just a random save. When I played this game and talked to this guy, my game froze. Like when I started talking to him. And so I had to go through and play this section up to this point all over again. So this first like 12 minutes or so of this video was actually the second time I'd gone through here and battled those trainers. So I kind of knew what to expect from them. But because my game froze, I had to kind of like start over. So yeah, I know a lot of people, not so much for this game, but for especially the Gen 4 hacks that I played, Spirit Gold and Storm Silver. A lot of people commented on those videos, you know, oh, my game always freezes. Yes, that's just the nature of these hacks, guys. They're gonna freeze. They're gonna glitch on you. That's why you just have to save, you know, really, you know, frequently. And you know, unfortunately, sometimes you forget to save, like I did here. But you know, just you gotta save frequently, just so that when the game does freeze and you have to start over, you don't lose too much progress. So I get a lot of people, how do you get your games to not freeze? I edit that out. Okay, it's the magic of video editing. Anyway, we took out that Quagsire, I think, so now he's going to send in Toxicroak, poison/fighting type, which means Ariel, being a earthquake and a flyer, can like take this thing out. Ariel has options as far as taking out the Toxicroak. Toxicroak, if you got a psychic type to take on the Toxicroak with, man, you know, you're golden. I don't have a psychic type on this team. I have a psychic type in Bloody Platinum, but not on this one. I don't know if I even have a psychic type attack on my team, to be honest. Do any of my Pokemon have a psychic type move? I don't think so. Oh, a Choice Scarf, that's pretty good. Oh, now we're getting into town. I don't want to get into town just yet. Yeah. No, I don't want to get into town just yet. I want to go back up to that Moor. The Moor. This is the Moor I was talking about up here. The Moor of Icirrus. Any of you guys listen to Opeth? They have a song called The Moor on their... it's the opening track to the Still Life album. That's a good album. It's a good song. It's a good band. But I don't know. That's just what I thought of when I said we're going up to the Moor. Like, ooh, the Moor. Anyway, here's a Ranger, and we just had the strength to get through there. Ranger Elaine. Sending out Scizor. Alright, Nessie. Let's see what you can do here. Maybe a Surf. I was going to say a Strength, but no. A Surf, perhaps. Will get it down to maybe half-ish. Yeah. 2 Surfs is all it's going to take. Scizor uses Swords Dance, which really won't help it any because the Surf should knock it out. Now, if that had been a Dragon Dance, it'd be a different story, because that would up his speed to... But it would up his attack by 1 instead of 2. Swords Dance ups your attack by 2 stages. Anyway, so Scizor is done. Over with. Kaput. Next is Kecleon. Oh, Nessie, good job. Come back. Go, Kingsford! Ah, Kingsford. Charcoal! And, I should totally get, like... I don't know. Like a sponsorship from them. I mean, they have had like so many shoutouts in this LP. The Kingsford Charcoal Company. You know, because I mean, he's named Kingsford, and I mean, I just thought that was a good name for him. You know, like Kingsford. You know, I didn't like name him that trying to get sponsors, but hey, if it works, why not? Yeah, I think it's a name fitting for a fire type. Pokemon, especially one that's supposed to be a pig, because what do you do with pigs? You barbecue them. Yeah, sorry, but yeah, I mean you barbecue them basically, and what do you barbecue them with? Fire. Oh, he's a fire type pig. Oh, but what do you use to light the fire? You use charcoal. Oh, well, what kind of charcoal? Kingsford charcoal. Oh, Kingsford. There you go. And he kind of is a king, so hey. Mad Cargo fainted. Ariel gained experience, level 75. I think Ariel was my only level 74. I think everyone's at least at 75 now. I could be wrong though. I probably am. I usually am most of the time. Yes, let's surf. Nessie. I really enjoyed using Kingdra. Kingsford, Kingdra. But no, Nessie. I really enjoyed using Kingdra in this LP. I really enjoyed using all of these Pokemon. The only Pokemon that's kind of been a little bit of a letdown for me is Frostlass. I mean, I know Frostlass is awesome, and it may just be her nature, like the nature of this particular Frostlass. I should have taught Frostlass Ice Beam. And Frostlass doesn't have very good HP. And that's another thing I like about Pokemon. I like Pokemon, at least the Pokemon that I use, to have good defense. You get, high HP is a good, place to start, when it comes to defense. We just took down that Feebas. Croconaw is next. So yeah. I keep thinking one of these days, like after I get a few LPs done, I'm gonna do like, the best of type of LP. It may be the one I do after this one in Bloody Platinum. I don't know. But where I just like use, and it'll have to be like at least a Gen 5 game or higher, where I just use Pokemon that I've used in my previous LPs, kind of like a best of type thing. See, but then I have to make decisions. Like would I use Boris or would I use Dan? Because I don't want to have two fighting types. Would I use Mick? Would I use Donovan? Would I use Nessie? Would I use Kingsford? Would I use Vesuvius? Or would I use Caesar? But if I use Caesar, I couldn't use Boris or Dan. So I've got decisions to make. If I was going to do an LP like that, I'd have just, take into account all of my Pokemon that I've used. And, I was just, mentioning a bunch of the Pokemon I've used by their nicknames. Those of you who have been watching my LPs for a long time probably recognize those nicknames. But, yeah. See, I don't think I'd use, like, Foxy. Probably, like, Dan is the only one I would use from Bloody Platinum in a best of LP, or at least the only one I would consider using. Maybe Sabrina. No, not even Sabrina, to be honest with you. But yeah, Dan, definitely. Shoot, even Turtwig. But those of you who aren't watching Bloody Platinum, don't be fooled, because Turtwig isn't actually a Turtwig. But yeah, no, Foxy, not really. Bzzzt, not really. Maybe Norbert. But see, I've had other, like, awesome Pokemon other than Norbert. Like Nessie. Like, if I used Norbert, I couldn't use Nessie. Or, Ariel. Anyway, here's Pokemon Ranger Parker. I don't know, I'm kind of brainstorming here. So, this is kind of like a secondary question of the day, and this is for those of you who are familiar with my LPs, not just this one, Bloody Platinum, but familiar with, you know, most of them. If I was going to make a team of all the Pokemon that I've used, like, in my LPs, what would that team be? And try to, like, I don't know, you know, make it so that, like, I don't use, like, two Pokemon of the same type. Like, don't put, like, Dan and Boris on the same team since they're both fighting types. You know, kind of, I really try and have all my Pokemon be different types. So if I was going to use a team of Pokemon that I've used throughout, you know, all the games here, what would that be? And like I said, this is for those of y'all who have been watching, like my LPs, like, since I started, you know, or at least familiar with most of my LPs. And then, you know, you can't forget Smugleaf, the epic Smugleaf. Epic Smugleaf is epic. Ah, it was that contrary, man. Anyway, here's Torkoal. Ariel, maybe you can get like an earthquake on the Torkoal. Eruption. And I don't know, I gotta say I was pleasantly surprised because I think it was not the last video of this LP, but the last one of my Bloody Platinum LP. I had a second question of the day that I didn't write in the description, but a lot of people still answered it, so that was pretty cool. Like, you know, I thought was like, huh, I think a bunch of people just answered my question because it's right there. I didn't know if they actually listened to it. And it was kind of towards the end of the video, too, when I asked it, kind of like this one. So, yeah. Answer both questions of the day, but like I said, only the first one is actually going to be in the description of the video. Do you know about this? Ooh, I got a Lumberry. Isn't that the one that wakes you up? And let me see what this is. Ooh, a full heal. The Lumberry. I think the Lumberry is the one that wakes you up. Wake up! Alright, let's see. I think that's about it. We got this guy up here. Dowsing machine. Let's battle you. I think this might be the last guy. It better be close to the last guy because I only got like 2 minutes left in this video. Oh, if there are trainers, I just battle them. Oh, well, you know, that makes sense, dude. Fisherman Eustace. He has a Crawdont. Oh, look, I got Nessie here. Eustace. It's water type versus water type. Dragon versus dark. Ooh, Dragon Pulse. And that, whoa, that actually did pretty good. Crab Hammer is not very effective. I'll use Dragon Pulse again and you will die. Or at least faint. Whatever. I don't know, it has more of a effect when you say you will die as opposed to saying you will faint. Yeah. Anyway, Kingler, Janician's gonna get a little experience here. Oh, and Janician's just at level 74. Okay. But maybe that will get her up to 75. Yep, 75. 75. Alright, we beat Eustace. I think that was everyone. Did we get to everyone here in the Moor of Icirrus? I think we did. We got to that guy, this guy, we just battled him. There's no one in that log. We got all these people over here. This Moor of Icirrus is not as big as I remember it being. I don't know, for some reason, like when I played Pokemon Black and White, I remembered it being a lot bigger than this. Maybe that was just me. I don't think they would have changed it. Anyway, we're heading back to town now. Well, when I say back to town, we're heading to town. To a town that we haven't visited yet, in this game at least. Icirrus City. So in the next game, we'll go up to Dragonspiral Tower. See you then.